Good morning. It is Friday, everyone. Happy Friday. Happy Friday Groove Day. I'm so happy that it's Friday. And if everyone feeling this eclipse energy that we're getting, because it's been hitting me hard. Hope you all doing good. And let's see. Oh, there we go. There's always a delay before I see it up on the phone and makes me feel like I forgot to hit the button to start. So I actually cheated a little bit this morning and started on my coffee already because I really needed it. So I'm going to top myself off. Be sure you grab your cup of coffee, your tea, whatever. I'm going to wait a few more minutes for people to hop on. And I just want to take the time too to welcome any newbies to my channel. Welcome. Happy that you are here, or if you're catching the replay. And for anyone catching the replay, I appreciate you. Thank you. Good morning, Dark Mother. How are you? Happy Friday to you. Good to see you. I'm just telling everybody, grab your favorite beverage. I had to dive in already this morning because I was needing my cup of coffee. Hey, Flowing, how are you? Happy Friday. Oh, I'm so glad you were able to make it. Good to see you. Yes, I dove in already this morning with the coffee because I started back to getting into the pool to do my pool exercises for my hip. The water creates great resistance, and it's cold. But I was supposed to do it yesterday, and it was kind of funny because I get up at 6:30 in the morning so I can do this first thing and get it out the way. And I went to go get into the pool, but it was raining yesterday morning. I remember this whole week, I was like, oh, everybody's getting rain except for us. And yep, it rained. It rained. So yeah, no pool time yesterday. I decided to get it in this morning. And when I get out, the first thing I want after taking a shower, of course, is a cup of coffee to warm me up. So I am drinking my hot coffee. Oh, a Diet Pepsi. Okay. All right. Go ahead. Get that Friday Pepsi on. Oh, that is good. Yeah, my body this week decided, I think because maybe the temperatures are cooling a little bit, that I was able to start drinking hot coffee again. I am grateful for that. Susan, hello. Chocolate caramel coffee this morning. Ooh, that sounds delicious. Great to see you. I hope everything is well in your world. Dark Mother says, I've been so tired. I have too. And I really do feel like it's because we're in between these two eclipses. We have another one coming up, and we also have the change in season, right? The fall equinox is coming up. So this is why I have my fall mug. Decided to bring it out a little early to celebrate fall coming. I think it's on Tuesday. It's the 22nd on Tuesday. I can't remember. Flowing's like, now I want coffee. Yeah, coffee chat. You don't have to have coffee, though. You drink whatever your heart desires. All right. Isn't that a cool mug? It's got a little bit of everything. I love the little mushies, the mushrooms. I call them mushies. We got mushies. We have leaves, acorns, different cool little flowers, and other types of leaves. It's just a fun mug. I like it. I like it a lot. Hello, the Wolf Girl Oracle. Ow! Dolly's in the house. Hey, Dolly. Nope, you're right on time. No worries at all. Hey, Katie. There you are. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. I was just saying how I dipped in my coffee early this morning because I got in the pool to do my exercises for my hip. And you feel really chilly once you get out. So I just wanted to warm up, take my nice warm shower, and then have a nice warm cup of coffee. So I just refilled. I had half a cup so far. Okay, so let's see what our words are. The first one that popped out here is passion. Ooh, oh. And we have communication. And beauty. So let me type those out. There we go. So we have, I can get my thing to work right. Passion, communication, and beauty. There we go. Those are our words. Now let's see what messages we get with these. Katie says, I am all refreshed. It rained here for hours last night. I was telling everyone, how I've been saying, oh, everybody's getting rain. We're not getting rain. Well, here's the funny thing. From what I heard from others, that I didn't know that it rained until that morning, because I was supposed to do my pool exercises yesterday. I go to get outside and I see that it's raining. And I'm like, when did that happen? And I guess it rained all night. And that was a little disappointing that I did not know, because when it rains, I like to sleep on the couch so I could be right by the window and hear the rain fall. So I didn't know it was raining, and I have a rain app. So instead of getting the real thing, I had my app on and I had no idea that it was actually raining. Oh, well. But we got rain, and I hope we get more. Dark Mother says, we need rain badly here in Massachusetts. Yeah, I mean, it's back to being hot. Cool mornings, hot afternoons. I'm ready for fall, y'all. Ready for fall, y'all. Oh. We have groundedness, gravity. Oh, rain in the whole state. Oh, wow. We have transformation, pressure. Yeah, our rain, typically when we end up getting, rain a little bit more frequently, is our winter months. So January, February, we will have a tendency to see a little more rain during that time. Oh. And joy, music. Okay. Yes, this is all about your pleasures and feeling good and doing things that feel right for you, right? The passion. What are you passionate about? What feels good to you? And are you getting into it? Are you making that a part of your life? Spirit says, get grounded in your passion. It feels good. And sometimes you need to just let people know what your passions are. You never know. They may have more things where they're like, oh, let's say you like dance, and they're like, oh my gosh, I've heard of this place up the street that has this great dance thing going on. It can open you up to more things. I see like these doors opening up. So it's time to walk through, right? The transformation, walk through the door and see the beauty of it, whether it's music or the music is just showing the emotion of joy, right? So what brings you happiness? What is the music in your life? Not actual music, although it could be, but like what fills your cup? What feels good and helps to create the transformations to uplift you, especially during these times. Oh my gosh, it feels like layers and layers of more and more things popping up and bombarding us. So it's time to get yourself grounded in what feels good for you. Okay. So I want you to think about that during this live stream. What fuels your fire? What brings you passion and joy? And if you want to share, please do put in the comments what feels good to you. I already know that Katie does a lot of great projects with resin. She makes some beautiful art. So I know that's one of her passions. But yes, if anyone has a passion, I'm trying to think what my passion, what fuels me. Definitely music. Music feeds my soul. Dancing, although I haven't been able to do too much of it with my ankle. Walking, even though I know that's more exercise, but it's something freeing about that that feels liberating, and I absolutely love it. So I'm excited about getting my knee patched up, which I did talk to my doctor. Thank God I do not need surgery, but I may be in a boot. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going in next Wednesday to be reevaluated, and we'll go from there. So for Katie, she also put music and gardening together. Yes. What do they say? Whistle while you work. Dolly says, today the thing that feels good to me is I am repairing my bird Ruben's toy. Yay. It's one of his favorites, but he chewed it up. I repaired the wires he broke, and now I'm sewing it up. Toy bird. Oh, that's special. That's really special. For flowing, it's peace in nature. Yes. I haven't been out in nature in a while. I'm hoping that it'll start to cool down. I used to take the metro, the train, to this really nice park that not too many people visit. And I'll go with a blanket, maybe some cards to do some readings, a book, and I'll just chill out in the park. But it's been too hot. I need the weather to calm down a little bit. We'll get there. And Susan says the plants love music. Oh, they do. They really, really do. And singing. I like to sing to my plants, especially when I'm watering them. They love that. Right, flowing, no surgery. Yay. Oh my gosh, I'm so relieved. But I'm also concerned to know, like, how long is it going to take for the tear? Excuse me. And if I haven't shared that already, that's what I have a tear in my tendon. So I'll get more answers next week. Looking forward to that. All right, let's see what other words or messages, rather, that we get for these words. Excuse me. Katie likes to sing to her medicinal plants. Yeah, giving the self time. And that's the challenging part. Because the weather was so hot, the beginning of the summer, I had purchased myself like a walking pad. And it's been a real bummer that I haven't been able to get on that to do my walking. But I've been pretty good about not being on my ankle when I don't really have to. We have contemplation. Positivity. I love the energy of this card. Look at that. She just looks and feels vibrant. And solitude. Okay. For some of you, it's about discovering or rediscovering your passion with this contemplation card here. Spirit says, really take that time to figure out what lights you up. What really lights you up? What feels good? sometimes the passions that we have, they may start to feel a little stagnant. And that only means, like, okay, might need to shake things up a little bit, spice it up a little more, try something different, right? Um, this is a good way to, with the communication, for people to share and to talk about the things that feel good to them, because what feels good to one, another person may be like, that sounds kind of great. I might need to try that. The other part of that I'm passionate about is travel. And I think the hardest thing for me this year is that I haven't really been able to do too much traveling. Usually every year I take a big trip somewhere, but helping my daughter financially finish up with college, helping her get her life back in order, and then her car broke down. So now I'm helping her with a car. And so I haven't really been able to dive deep into my passion of travel, but I will be going back to visit family next month. It will be fall, so that will be my little vacation for the year. It's okay. I'm excited about it. Uh, and then with the beauty, like, just overall, what feels good? What feels good to you? Communicating, talking to others, talking to yourself, communicating. I'm hearing journal, write down, write, like, create a list of what feels good. And then you can start exploring, like, it's like a brainstorming session. Have a brainstorming session with yourself and find the beauty in all of that, the beauty of taking time for self, for you. It's not about, okay, it can be about, right, involving others as far as doing something with them, but it's really about removing yourself from the pack and understanding you. What do you want? Not what somebody else may want for you, but what do you want? So finding that within yourself. Doc changed my hormones and I'm a mess. Just called and waiting for some answers. Oh no, Dark Mother. I'm so sorry. Ugh, dealing with hormones. It's intense. I love lists. Lists are helpful. They're very, very helpful. I love listening to my shortwave radio, receiver radios, reading out in the backyard, talking to people on Wednesdays on my channel, laughing with family. Laughter is the best medicine. And yes, when we have the opportunity to connect like this, it feels great. I love that as well. Thank you for sharing, Dolly. Dark Mother says, I love baking, but we're getting fat. That is really funny. Well, I mean, you can look into maybe some alternatives of baking things that might have a little less fat. Maybe that might be a little helpful. Yes, let's all send Dark Mother some love for her healing journey. Um, I think I'm alone and not journaling. I feel like all I do is whine. I think it's about looking at journaling in a different way. The thing about journaling, too, when we were talking about those lists, you can get a journal and just write down ideas. It doesn't have to be full on sentences or paragraphs. It could be different lists for things like, how am I feeling today? And just jotting it down. Or ideas like we're talking about now, ideas of what am I passionate about? Jotting down the different things that feel good to you. So you don't have to feel like you have to be like a writer or to write things. It could just be notes and ideas. So see if that helps. I get it. Some days I don't want to write in my journal, so I'll just jot down little things. Reason was late getting started this morning because Wolf Girl Oracle and I were talking about spices from, is that Pincy's? Pincy's. Oh, what kind of spices? I love this. Susan says, my lists are often funny and weird topics. It's perfect. Perfect. Hey, Amy, how are you? Amy says, I love going to Oregon coast for weekends. See, that's perfect. It doesn't even have to be big things, right? Even like just little trips that may not be so far. So I love that. Thank you for sharing that, Amy. Okay, let's pull one more, see what message we get with these 3 words before we choose new ones. And Flowing says, I need to get back to my daily writing. All my cards and books are missing. Oh no. The adult place to buy spices, quality stuff. They have an online store. I'll have to check that out. I love spices. Spices. Oh. Openness. Release. Look at that perfect fall card too. Look at that. Turning of the colors of the leaves. And then we have focus. All right. Being open about what you're passionate about. As we're all talking now and being open about it and what feels good to us, communicating that, right? And when we get involved with what feels good and what we're passionate about, we can release all the other stuff that's not serving us. It's a great outlet to release, to let go, be free, and to fill ourselves up with the beauty of our passion, the beauty of the things that make us feel really good. This is what we can put our focus into, and it feels amazing. So this weekend, I want everyone to really, really look into what feels good to them, what fuels you, and partake. So, thank you for that website. Thank you. Here's the website if anyone wants to look into getting spices. I am definitely going to check that out. Okay. Let's get 3 new words after I have a sip of coffee. Get my cards here. I feel like they're sticking to the table. Okay. Get ready to write the next ones. We have hope. And change. And grace. Hope, change, and grace. Hope, change, and grace. All right. Has everyone else been feeling the intensity of this eclipse energy? We have attraction. We have communication again. Oops. Well, I had 2 cards fall out, so I'm going to go with them. We have awakening and we have soothe. All right. I love the word hope because it's like that little light that shines in the dark. And I feel like right now, that's what everyone is kind of holding on to in these times is hope, hoping for that light to grow bigger. And we're all a part of that in making that light grow. So we want to be able to attract. The first thing that I heard here was like about the law of attraction. What we put out into the universe, that's what we're going to get in return. Like attracts like. This is the change that we need. We need to put more light, the hope. We need to put more of that out so that we can all get that back in return. This is the change that we need to start happening. More people shining their light and bringing and spreading that light, communicating that light, right? Bringing in that communication. More people are awakening up. More people are awakening and being aware of the light, bringing in that grace, grace for others, everyone coming together. So this is really a powerful thing, change that is happening, and not for everyone to lose that hope. Don't lose that hope, right? To bring in things that help to soothe us through these times. So being vigilant, being strong, shining that light. Don't give up. We have to keep pushing through. We have to come together as community. Community brings in strength. So more of that. Spirit is like, take care of ourselves. That's that soothe card. Take care of ourselves during this process, but not to let go of that hope. And that's that message. Me too, flowing. Hope keeps me going. Absolutely. Oh, I love that, Katie. Hope to handle this change with grace. Amen. Yes. Fast moving, exciting energy, so strong this time. Okay. And Flowing says the energy is amazing. Okay. Well, listen, I need to get on the bandwagon of the amazing part of the energy because I have been drained. Like it is draining me. Yeah. Oh, hell yes to the energy. Yeah. It's been a lot. We could all use a double dose of the words. Yes. Yeah, 3 words. They do. They go together beautifully. All right, let's see what else we get with these words. Come on, cards. Ooh, these are stiff. We have worry. I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. It does not. Regret. I know that I cannot change the past. We cannot. Wow. Patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. Ooh, some powerful messages coming through here. Hope. We're all in that space of hope, hoping things will get better, hoping that things will change. And with us shining that light, we can't let worry overcome us. Yes, these are unprecedented times. These are times that nobody knows what's next, right? We are just kind of going through the motions and working through all of this. We don't know what lies ahead. But what we do know is how we choose to show up, how we choose to feel about it. Are we going to allow the fear and the worry and the doubt to consume us? Or are we going to stand more into certainty and love and community and strength? That's where we want to put our energy into. Because the worry card says, I'm learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. It's not going to change this process that we're all in of what we have to, what we're experiencing, what we're going through. Worrying is not going to help, but love does. Strength does. Community does. That's where the real change happens. Okay. And leaving the regrets behind, because regret's not going to change anything. What has been done has been done. We're looking forward. We're not looking back. If we do look back, it's only to learn the lessons. But we are moving forward, and we're bringing in grace for everything that's happening, and having the patience as we move through this. The patient says, I accept that everything happens in divine order. So this is history repeating itself. There are lessons that are here that were not learned, and that's why they're showing up again. So taking in those lessons, having patience as we move through all the chaos, but trusting in that divine order of things. Okay? So that is that message. Yes, the new moon can be draining. We have the new moon in Virgo that's coming up here. The energy has been tiring to me. I pick it up first thing in the morning and it hits me, and I sit in hours, and by 1 p.m. I'm exhausted. The energy has been hitting me in a way that it's been bringing up my grief, which is good because it's not something that, that's good to hold on to. So there's been a lot of tears this week, a lot of not feeling great. So it's okay. I actually just put out a video, if you haven't seen it, about dealing with grief and some tips, because it's intense. And I think these energies have really been kind of shaking my foundation, if you will. And speaking on grief too, for those of you that know Manasa in our community, she recently lost her wife. So please keep her in your prayers and sending her love, surrounding her, giving her hugs. So, because it's tough. It's tough when you lose someone that you love. And I think the biggest thing from, losing one of my best friends is just, it's intense. So, and if anybody else that is experiencing grief right now, please share so we can just uplift each other and keep each other in prayer, because it is a lot. It is a lot. That's one thing we have to understand. If you watch the news, you must realize that everything you're saying has already happened. So stop worrying about it. What control did you have? Let it go. Exactly. The only control we have is over ourselves. Working through it all. The past is a lesson. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, well, me too on the grief. Today would have been my mom's birthday. Oh, Susan, I'm giving you a big hug. Yeah, and it doesn't matter like how long ago it was for anyone. It's just, you get triggered by different things or memory or something. So we're all giving you a big hug. Hey, Dee, how are you? Keep Manasa in my prayers. Hello, watching while I get ready for work. Okay, yay, I'm glad you're here. Thank you. Yeah, grief never goes away. It just changes you. And the thing is, I don't mind going through the process of grieving. It's just that some days it is exhausting. Like, you're like, oh my God, I don't want to cry anymore. I don't want to think about anything right now. So it is hard at times to process the emotions. Some days I open it with open arms and I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm ready. Let's do this. But I think this week I may have been giving a little too much resistance to it because I just didn't have the energy to be in that space of grieving. And um, but as we all know, any resistance that we put up, we just kind of make things a little harder on ourselves. So um, yeah, I lost the last 7 months of my life. It's hard to understand. That's another way process of grieving. Yes, when you're going through a personal thing of healing, it can bring on grief. So yes, we're giving you big hugs, Flowing. Okay, let's do one more. Let me pull out my Moony cards since we have the new moon coming in. We have the new moon in Gemini. Think it through. Think it through. Popped out two cards. We have the new moon in Libra. Know you are loved. And the first quarter moon in Pisces. Honor your feelings. So with hope and change, think it through as far as how you are showing up. Are you stuck more in fear or are you more in love? And it's okay if you're somewhere in between too. It's about us really looking at things differently. Yeah, things are, it looks all doom and gloom, but we are the creators of our own reality. So, what is the reality that you're bringing to the table for yourself? What change are you bringing for you and for those that are around you, that or for your community? Okay, it doesn't have to be something significant. It could just be possibly just showing up or being someone there to listen to another person. So it's about us showing up, knowing that you are loved. We are all so loved. Just hear the love in this space right now. We are all loved. We are bringing out and pouring out that love to one another. And the grace and honoring our feelings. We're talking about grief and how, the experiences that we have with that. Maybe some are experiencing sadness or anger or worrying, whatever it is. Honor those feelings of where you are. But we always want to get ourselves back to love, creating a foundation that feels good, built on love, abundance, hope, joy, happiness, bringing ourselves into that higher vibration, not living down here in the lower vibrations of fear, worrying, anxiety, sadness. These are all great indicators to tell us, okay, something needs to change or I need to do something differently to bring myself back up here. So a lot of the crap and stuff that's going on right now, it's living down here in this. But we're not going to partake in that. It might hit us, every once in a while, but this is where we're keeping our energy and putting our focus. Okay? Spirit's like, don't let go of that. Keep your vibration high. Do whatever you need to do to raise your vibration. All right, so that is that message. Oh, I love these kind of days. Yeah, Katie said, some days you need to stay in bed or at least in your PJs, and that is okay. And not to feel guilty about doing that. That's super important. Don't feel guilty, because we all have to do whatever we need to regroup and to re energize ourselves. And sometimes that means being in your pajamas, right? Yes, PJ time is relaxing. All right, let's get 3 new words. And I want to remind you all, next Friday, I think next Friday is the last Friday of the month, or we might have one more. Don't have a calendar in front of me, but I am doing a contest, I guess, this month, if you will. I am giving away either a 30-minute free reading or a 30-minute free distant Reiki session for one lucky winner. All you have to do to enter is go down in the comments, leave me a comment. If you don't want to write anything, you can put in some emojis. Those that leave comments, I will be putting them into, what do you call it? Like a little jar, and drawing a name from that. If you want more than one entry, go back to the other past videos of September, drop a comment. So for each comment, you get an entry in for the drawing. And then next Friday, I will be picking, or whatever the last Friday is of September, I will be drawing for the winner. So, and it doesn't matter if you're a reader. So this is for my readers too. It's open to everyone. So if you are interested, just go ahead and leave me a comment afterwards. Lazy is a, right? You know, the thing that I hate about that, we grew up, you know, the generation, if you wanted to rest, if you wanted to take a break, people would be like, oh gosh, why are you being so lazy? If you had a PJ day, oh my gosh, that's just being lazy. And so we grew up with that mentality of taking a break or being in our pajamas all day. That's when that guilt, does anyone ever get that guilty feeling? I know I did. And it's taken me years to work through that, of feeling that guilt of taking time just because I want to lay on the couch all day because I'm tired. The guilt that would come up with that. Now I don't have that anymore, but it was a thing. So it's reprogramming our minds. No, it's not laziness. It's called self-care. Yes, exactly. Exactly. The word selfish. If you do something for yourself or you're taking care of yourself, why are you being so selfish? No, it's not selfishness. That is not being selfish. That is about taking good care of yourself. The busyness is American. Yeah. Yeah. I love it that in Spain, you know, they would have their siesta hour or time. You know, they work to a certain time, then everything shuts down. People go home, they rest, they take it easy. Then things will open back up again. And that's why a lot of times they'll have dinner late. But it's just very festive. Like, people take care of each other. That's what it should be about. Parents would say that there's a lot to do. Yes. Oh, Saturday morning, forget it. When I was growing up, there was no resting on a Saturday morning. You go to school all the week as a kid, you're tired. You're looking forward to Saturday for just relaxing and taking it easy. It was get up and do the chores, get it done. Yeah, there was no resting. All right, so we have action. Oh, 2 cars fall right out. We have challenges, and I love this. Look at that, rest. Spirit's like, yes, rest. We need to incorporate rest. Okay, let me write these words down. So action. Action, challenges, and rest. Oh, I didn't pin it. Mexico has siesta time too. 11 to 4. It's too hot to work outside. Yeah. I keep myself busy, but I put time aside each day for rest too. Beautiful. Yes. It's a balance challenge. Balance is everything, right? Especially the work-life balance. I think you just got a big amen from Spirit. I think so too, Susan. Spirit's like, people, incorporate rest into your life. It is so important. Let me get my other Mooney cards. Let's see what we get. Oh, come on. These are not wanting to shuffle right this morning. All right, we have the full moon and eclipse. Conclusions are within reach. The new moon in Sagittarius, luck is on your side. One more. Wow, you all. Balance. This is the full moon in Pisces. Balance spirituality and practicality. There goes our balance card. Bringing in that life balance. So taking actions. Conclusions are within reach. Spirit's saying the answers are there. They're within reach. They're actually within you. Sometimes we get so preoccupied, so busy that we don't take the time to see the answers, but they are there. Especially when we're dealing with challenges, the challenges in our life, the challenges in the world. But Spirit said, don't fret. Luck is on our side. Luck is on our side. But it's about you trusting and believing in that as well. If you don't believe in that, then you're probably going to be, again, going back to that law of attraction, right? Like attracts like. So whatever you're putting out, that's what you're going to bring back in. If you feel that you're unlucky, then guess what? That's the energy that you're creating. That's what you're stirring up. That's what you're cooking. So cook something different. Trust and believe in that. And then the rest, it's about bringing in that balance for yourself. Okay, we just talked about that work-play balance. It's important to take the time to rest, but of course, we all have to work in some shape, form, we have to work. So bringing in the balance, it's very important. So that is that message. So true. The love within is amazing. It is. We have to show ourselves more love. Okay. Gosh, time went by fast this morning. We have spiritual journey. We have rise. And we have darkness. Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay. Woo. I got a real intense surge with this one. Okay. Make sure that you're really tied into your spirituality during these times, that connection. You see the light within, connecting to your own light, because there are challenges that we're going to be experiencing, and there's more challenges on its way, but it's about us rising to the occasion, truly with who we are. Look at that light, that fire that she's bringing in here. And that's also connecting to our passions as well. Okay, that's what we need to bring forth, bringing in the rest of when we need that. But we need to rise above the darkness that this plague, I'll call it, that's upon our country and in the world. So we're going to rise above that. We're not going to allow ourselves to be pulled in to the darkness and to the chaos. Okay. So we're going to create a new reality, a new earth, right? If you haven't read The New Earth, I highly recommend it. But we're going to rise above that and bringing in more hope and light and love, not feeding into the fear, the worrying, the doubt. Okay? So shine your light. Spirit's like, make sure you allow it to shine and rise. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Okay. That is that message. Katie says, I try to work in the mornings and rest in the afternoons. Evenings are time to watch TV through my eyelids. I like that. That's the best kind of TV, isn't it? To watch it through your eyelids. Yeah, I like this deck too. Oh man, I do not know what I would do right now without my spirituality. You and me both, and I'm sure everyone else as well. Never forget, we are being watched by a multitude of beings right now. How we act since everything. How we act since everything. Yes, yes. All right. I am getting ready to give you your message to take into the weekend. Oops. This little light of mine, that's right, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let your light shine, you, and you. Let it shine. Absolutely. Let that light shine. I think the new earth is now. Everyone is waiting for something spectacular to happen, and I think it's already happening. I agree. I have to agree with you on that one, Dolly. Thank you, Susan. So are you. So are you, my dear. We are all fabulous, and we love spreading our fabulousness. And if you haven't experienced the fabulousness of Katie Moonchild's World and the Wolf Girl Oracle, Dolly, please go and check them out. Check them out. They're fabulous ladies, and I enjoy them both very, very much. Katie's on Tuesday mornings at 8:30 a.m. Pacific time, and Dolly is on Wednesday mornings at 8 a.m. Pacific time. You guys do the other part of as far as central time and everything, because it's Friday morning and my brain is like, yeah, we're not doing all those calculations. Okay. Message for the weekend. Well, I do want to do a little happy note card. I just love these little cards. If you guys want just something that makes you feel good and you want to draw a card for you every day, I highly suggest getting these cards. The little yogi, they're just little happy notes. And the artwork is adorable. The messages are sweet. And they make me feel happy. So I want to give you a happy note, but then I also want to give you a message. Yep. You have already done so much in your life. Be proud of yourself. Yes, be proud of yourself. Everybody, give yourself a little pat on the back right now and a hug. Be proud of yourself. You've been working hard. If you want others to love on you, you got to love on yourself first. So please make sure you are loving on you. I'm going to give it's going to do a goddess card. I love my goddess cards. These powerful, beautiful women. Let's see what message for the weekend. Yes, Ashe. Oh, the math I was talking about, the hours, calculating the hours. So like what, 8 a.m., what is it, 10 a.m. Central Time? It's not really math, but the process of adding in my brain felt like math. And I'm like, yeah, no, I can't do that. Ooh, oh my gosh. Woo, we got 2 that flipped over. Spirit is talking. Do you hear everyone? Spirit is talking this morning. We got the Sphinx with challenge, and we got Kali, fear. Kali is no joke. I've had a couple of experiences, run-ins with Kali, and that is one powerful goddess. Let me tell you, she is no joke. All right. Oops. Oopsies. Get back here. Okay. Let's start with the Sphinx. Let me grab my glasses so I can see. Where are you? There you are. Okay. The Sphinx will not let you pass until you respond to her challenge. She asks, how can you meet a challenge and prosper in all the aspects of your being? You can let yourself get torn down by challenge, or kicked or pounded or defeated. But how can you take the challenge and use its energy to nurture yourself? Have you been running from challenges all your life and now find you've developed the energy or power to face them? Perhaps it's easier to ignore challenge and go on with self-limiting behavior. Or maybe you feel that life is all messed up. Whatever way you have been dancing with challenge in the past has to change. The greatest challenge in living is how you respond to challenge. Isn't that what we've been talking about? The Sphinx says the only way to wholeness on your path is to meet your challenges face to face. So, how are you going to show up when challenges come to you? Are you going to be in that state of worry and fear, or are you going to face it with that love and strength? And let's see what Kali has to say about the fear. Kali has begun her dance in your life to tell you it's time to face your fears. All that is lurking ominously, either buried deep in your inner darkness or close by, needs to be stared in the eye and brought into the light of consciousness. Are your fears serving you by warning you about your dangerous places, things, or people? Or do your fears prevent you from dancing your dance, living your life, creating with creation? Kali comes to tell you that your dance is needed as part of the whole dance of creation, right? Bringing your light in. Kali comes to tell you that your dance is needed. Okay, wholeness is nurtured when you reclaim the pieces of yourself that you've given over to fear. Most fears are formless. By naming and witnessing the fear, you gain power. Wholeness is created when you learn to acknowledge your fears and walk through them. So we're not going to let fear take us under. We're going to rise above that. We're going to be more in our light, in our love, and our passions. So let that light shine, everyone. That is the message for this weekend. Okay. Ocean, happy Friday. You've been lurking. Oh, good to see you. Happy Friday. Yes. Oh, I love that, Susan. Thank you. Yes. With grace, introspection, and positivity, my dance these days is a waltz. Yes. Let's all be in that dance with ourselves, whatever style of dance that is for you. Blessings, my friends. Be well. Take care of yourselves this weekend. Don't forget about the contest to leave a message for either the 30-minute free reading or 30-minute Reiki, distance Reiki healing session. It's up to you, whoever the winner is. All right. Blessings to you all, and I'll see you next Friday. Bye.